So everybody's ultimately looking to be successful in this life. And the kalima itself, la ilaha illallah, it's the kalima of ikhlas, meaning it's the kalima of iman.
One of the greatest struggles people face in today's world, silently, inwardly, daily, is overthinking.
The problem with many of you is that you are surrounded by people who ask you the wrong questions. This is why when you're making decisions to change your life, you can't talk to people who are on your level, because they're going to tell you it makes sense to stay here and just make here better, when you know there is something higher that is calling you. There's a better quality of life. There's an abundance. There is an expectation, a passion, a new life that is calling you. And everybody on your level will try to convince you to stay here with them because they're stuck in a place called comfort. Are you willing to be uncomfortable? I remember back when I was cleaning toilets for a living, and I would run into wealthy people every now and then, and oftentimes the reverberating theme that they would all seem to throw out is that, Marcus, you gotta make investments. If you're gonna be financially fit, fiscally disciplined, you gotta pay to play. You gotta make an investment. I knew that I wanted something more. I knew I was destined for more, but I didn't want to accept the fact that if I'm gonna make money, I've gotta invest money. When you start making these investments, it's not going to feel good. It's not going to make sense to anybody on your level. Whatever goal you have, your physiology, your psychology, your relationships, your business ventures, whatever it is. So the question is, are you willing to leave this place called comfort? Are you aimed? Are you targeted? Do you believe that you have what it takes to pay the price? But more than that, can you handle the pain that comes with pain?
And so many come forward asking, how do I stop this mental noise? How do I gain peace from the chaos in my mind? First, let's be clear about what overthinking actually is. It's when your thoughts refuse to pause. You dwell on problems over and over again. You overanalyze conversations. You fear what's coming. You imagine the worst. It's a cycle, and it's exhausting. It leads to mental fatigue, anxiety, sadness, and sometimes even despair. It can affect your sleep, your focus in salah, your mood with loved ones, even your trust in Allah. But the beauty of Islam is that it doesn't just tell us what's wrong, it gives us tools, wisdom, and perspective to fix it. Let me share with you the first step, and it's deeply profound. Understand that time in this world is made up of only three parts. The past, which has gone and cannot be changed. The future, which hasn't yet arrived and is not in your hands. And the present moment, the only thing you truly have power over. So what should the believer focus on? The present. Our righteous predecessors used to say, be the child of your moment, be the son of your day. Meaning, don't carry the weight of yesterday. Don't fear the shadow of tomorrow. Be fully present with what Allah has placed in front of you now. If you've made mistakes in the past, don't let shaitan trap you in guilt and shame. Repent, seek forgiveness, learn, let go. Your past does not define your future unless you choose to live in it. If you're anxious about what lies ahead, your rizq, your marriage, your career, your health, remind yourself, the future is in Allah's hands. And there is no one more merciful, more wise, more caring than Him. Why let your mind swim in what hasn't even happened yet? Now some people may ask, well, is there no healthy kind of worry? Yes, there is one, and it's beautiful. The only concern a believer should carry about the future is the concern of the hereafter. The day we stand before Allah, that's the worry that purifies you. That's the type that brings goodness. Everything else, let it go. Let your heart breathe. Let your mind rest. Trust that Allah will not abandon you. Live in the now. Do your best and leave the rest to Him. This is the first and one of the most powerful steps to overcome overthinking.
It is not going to be comfortable. Are you willing to walk in not only uncomfortability, but are you willing to walk in uncharted territory? This means that I'm going to a place I've never been, and it's not going to feel good in the beginning, in the Genesis, when we're first getting started. But eventually, if I stay committed, I'll see a harvest. If you're going to reap a harvest, if you keep sowing sparingly, you will reap sparingly. But the moment that you understand that there is a price to pay to get where you want to be, it will cost you dearly. It don't feel good right now. I don't like it. I want to leave it. I want to throw in the towel. I want to walk away from it all. But I've got to be able to see the power to what lies ahead. Today's pain is tomorrow's power. The new life that you want, that you hold in your head, that you only dream of, it will cost you your old life. I got everything I need to go to the next level. Kill your laziness. It doesn't deserve life. You cannot accept weakness, nor can you accept excuses. You are responsible for your life. Laziness will destroy you forever. Get up out that bed right now. Stop being lazy. The time is right now. And if you're not ready to step up to the plate, then you have to get your mind in the right place. Stop allowing your laziness to control your passion. Your passion is connected to your destiny. But I'm here to let you know right now, you have got to stop sleeping. You want to be something, but you're not prepared to make the sacrifices to get there. Are you going to sit around and just wait and say, I'll do it tomorrow or the next day or the day after that? There is no tomorrow. You know that. I know that. Don't be that other person that's sitting on the sidelines hoping for something to happen, waiting for something to happen. Let's get to work. Let's fight for this life. Let's train hard. Let's dig deeper. Let's push forward, because that purpose that is flowing through your veins, ladies and gentlemen, I promise you, it will give you the ammunition you need to get stronger, to get faster, to get better. To have that mind in the right place, because you know it is attached to you. You know this is who you are. But nothing is going to happen unless you make it happen first. Don't wait for someone else to tap you on the shoulder. Make it happen first. Don't wait for someone else to tap you on the shoulder and say, go. You go and you do it right now, because you know it has to be done. You want to be that person? You want to be your very best? Then give me more than your best. Give me more than what you think you're worth. You owe it to yourself. So don't get out here and play games with your life. Don't get out here and play games like it's a joke. It's not a game. It's called work. It's called dedication. It's called attitude. It's called grit. It's called tenacity. It's called power. It's called strength. Too many people waste too much time on laziness and excuses. But this is not the time nor the place. If you're waiting for something to happen on its own, good luck. Because it doesn't work that way. Kill your laziness. You know who you are. You know what you're made of. You know what you're capable of. So show up. When are you going to wake up and start believing in yourself again? There was a time you believed in yourself. You believed that you could touch the sky and go beyond it, but somehow you've allowed the things that you truly wanted to die. Why did you stop believing in yourself? Why did you believe that you were less when you were so much more? Why are you still doubting? Why are you still sleeping? You must have thought that it was just going to be easy the whole time that you were pursuing your dreams. You have to understand that even with dreams, nightmares tend to show up. Stress tends to put you in a position where you want to give up. It will pass, but you can't sit around and hold on to these dreams for too long. Just remember, you are in the driver's seat. You have to ultimately have the discipline and the mindset to push through every obstacle that comes your way. Not many people have that opportunity to be able to get up and move. There are people that would trade places with you right now if they could. But what are you doing? You must get beyond the laziness mentality, and going beyond takes struggle, takes sacrifice, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, it will hurt. You must see through all those things that are holding you down and keeping you down. And you must disconnect yourself from negative thoughts and negative people. Everybody's not ready to take that journey with you. And sometimes you just got to do it alone. You don't need a workout buddy or a workout partner to take care of you. You owe it to yourself. We're talking about you. We're talking about strength. We're talking about work. We're talking about working towards your best. Leave the rest behind. That starts with you. Everything counts. Everything matters. But you got to dedicate yourself to it. This is that time. This is that moment. Listen up. Kill your laziness. It doesn't deserve to live. it means you no good. Don't allow it to live. Kill it today. You have no idea. There are millions of people out there that wish they had a chance. The chance that you have right now. You're sitting around being lazy. You don't feel like doing it. You don't feel like being better. You're always saying, I will never do this, I will never do that. But then you wait for the doctor to say something. You wait for that doctor to diagnose you with something. Sometimes some of these things you can stop, you can prevent it. You just choose not to. Stop acting like it's a game and start getting serious, because only time matters. But how much time do you think you have? How much time do you think you're going to be able to hold on to if you're doing nothing with it? But if you're in a good place right now, ladies and gentlemen, don't you wait for something bad to happen before you decide to fight. We're not just talking about losing weight. We're not just talking about nutrition. We're talking about the fight of the life that has been given to you.
Durant scared me because when Durant scores, he don't say nothing. He ain't getting nobody excited. He ain't trying to get LeBron pissed off or pumped up. He's just scoring, my man, and only thing he does at the end of the game, he kisses mama, hugs his brothers. All right, I'm out. Game over. But the one thing he does, I don't know if you watched it, the first thing he does is what with them numbers? Touch them numbers on the front, touch them numbers on the back. And he's doing that for who? His coach that was killed. He got a why. He got a why. He ain't just playing for no championship. He not. You got to hear what I'm telling you. If y'all going to be great on that field, you got to have a why. You got to have a reason for why you do what you do. All he keeps thinking about is, I'm going to get one for my coach. That's why he ain't all smiling. Because why? He's not smiling because what he's trying to accomplish, he has not what? He ain't got it yet. Y'all better start watching these games, bruh. Because you're going to need to do what these champions are doing if you're going to be a champion. The problem with some of y'all, the reason why you don't give 120% every doggone time you get on the field, because you ain't got a why for what you do. You ain't got a why. So because you don't live long, you don't have time not to make your dreams and goals become reality. Every single day, because you don't know how long you have. Every single day should be about, what can I do? What can I have? What can I be? And you got to hang out with other people on the same trajectory you are. Anything you could think of. If you could actually think of it, it means you can do it. There is no dream that's too big. There is nothing that you could think of in your head that you can't do. Listen to me closely. Everybody want to win. Everybody want to be on a winning team. Everybody want to win, but everybody don't want to work. Everybody want the reward, but everybody don't have to want to work. We all got to work. You have to make a decision that nobody in your position will outwork you. You here now. You here now, you finally made it. And this is where you break up. This is where you start chilling. This is where you get comfortable. You made it now. This is where you make it permanent. Why do you wake up in the morning? Why do you put on that jersey? Why do you go out and practice? What's your why? I'm about to give everything I got. And I will know if I don't get another gig, it won't have nothing to do with the fact that I didn't put everything on the field. You better grow up and get to the point as a man that if you ever get beat, you better get beat by somebody that's just purely more talented than you are. You better not ever get beat by somebody because you beat yourself. At the end of the day, your superpower is when you are your authentic self. That's your superpower, is when you're you. If I'm going to be like anybody else, it's not going to work. And at the end of the day, if you are your authentic self, that's the 1%. That's 1% of us that don't care about what nobody else say or think about us. We're going to be our authentic self. That's what the 1% is. I'm number one. Why? Just because I'm being myself. At all costs, it does not take talent. You don't have to be talented. You don't have to be gifted. You don't have to be the quickest, the strongest. You don't have to be the most intelligent to get to where I am. That's what you got to do. You just got to grind, though. You got to grind. Listen to me. You might come from privilege. Your daddy might hook you up with a car. He might know people. He might be able to get you a job, but you will not outwork me. The reality is, it's not that you don't have the talent. It is what it is. Y'all can run just as fast. You can catch, you can throw, you can tackle. I say, here's the problem. The problem is you got average will. It's two things you need to do to take advantage of this opportunity and be a dog. You need phenomenal skill and you need phenomenal will. You need both. I'm telling you, you got to have phenomenal will. And I wasn't smart as you, but I passed you up. Why? Because I had that dog. I had that will. I had that determination. I don't care that I can't read or write. Like, I failed English twice in college. I still got a 4-year degree. Took me 12 years, but that dog, that will, I said, if God gave me the ability to get up, yep, it might take me 5 days to do what you do in 1 day, but I'm going to do it in 5. It may take me 4 weeks to read a book that you could read in a week, but I got that dog. And guess what happens? If you don't have phenomenal skill, but you got phenomenal will, you can make up for skill. I went in the dark, y'all. I went in the dark for 10 years. I ain't watched no TV. I ain't listened to no music. Sacrifice. I sacrificed like 10 years to catch up with everybody else. Like for real, ADHD, I had a learning disability when I was younger. Like I overcame all of that with that dog. I overcame all of that with Will. So I cut the TV off. I cut off intramural sports. I cut off everything. I cut it off. I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning praying. And after that, I'm reading, I'm studying. Listen to me very closely. It's two things, skill and will. Like you only had a small dream. You had a dream of a house and a car and to take care of your mama. All that is done. So what you plan for? What you plan for? You ain't playing for nothing. That's why they beating you. Discipline is doing what you said you were going to do when you don't feel like doing it, when you felt like doing it in the first place. That's all it is. When you first started playing this game, when you fell in love with it, you was just like, let's go, let's go, let's go. But then stuff's going to happen. Like I got to dig deep now and go a little harder. I actually went harder. You've got to discipline yourself, and you got to learn that when you don't feel like it, you must still do it or actually go harder when you don't feel like it. Because out of 365 days, there are going to be days you don't feel like getting up. There's going to be days you don't want to work out. There's going to be days you don't want to watch film. There's going to be days that you don't even want to play. There might be days you don't even want to feel like getting in the game. But listen to me very closely. Champions, if you want to make it to the next level, you got to win in the dark before you can win in the light. All of us can go buy a car, but all of us can't get up in the morning and grind. You still waiting on that alarm clock to wake you up. You still depending on the sound to get you up and get you moving. You depend on it so much because you're too lazy to get up out of that bed and get on with your life. That alarm clock ain't got no business for you. You living your life like tomorrow is yours. You have allowed laziness to control you because you don't want to get yourself up enough. Hit the reset button and get to work. Rebuild your life. Your life is precious. Fight for it. Get out of the abyss of misery. Get some air in your lungs and start living again. Tell weakness to shut up. Tell excuses to be quiet. Pity won't save you. You're looking for a way out. I'm telling you to find a way in. Stop looking for help all the time and help yourself. Find a way to win your life back. Don't you dare say you're done. You don't have permission to give up. I never said it was going to be easy. You're going to be judged. You're going to be put down. Not everybody's going to support you. Not everybody's going to believe in you. There are going to come times when you're going to be broken all to pieces and you're going to feel like you cannot get it all together. You can't seem to bring your life back on track. But get that mess out of your ears and listen to the words that I'm saying. You can put your life back together again. You have the faith, you have the strength, you have the knowledge, you have the ability. Now go to work and do your business. No more of saying that you're not strong enough. No more of saying I tried. Stop trying and start doing it. Your life has meaning. Your life has purpose. Your strength is within you. You were born with it. There's something internal inside of you that has more power than your flesh. Whatever circumstance that you are dealing with right now in your life, I'm telling you right now, it is only going to last for a short time. Every day something is changing in somebody's life. Your life is changing. My life is changing. Your loved ones' lives are changing. Stop wasting time doing nothing with your life because you only got so much time, people. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, there's one thing that we cannot escape. The inevitable is coming for all of us. Death is something that we cannot escape. Life is no joke, ladies and gentlemen, but it is such an amazing gift. What we do with it depends on how we live it. Think about what you're doing with your life. I get it. People are hurting. People are miserable from time to time. People are angry from time to time. I understand it. You know why? Because you are a human being. And being human is hard. Being human is tough. But guess what? Nobody can do you better than you, ladies and gentlemen. Find a way to understand that your life does matter and it is not over. You can put it back together again with passion, with conviction, with purpose, with will. But if you sitting around being miserable, looking for a pity party, looking for someone to save you, you're going to be in a world of hurt. Stop with that madness of being pity. The world is what it is. People do what they do. Not everyone is decent. Not everyone means you well. And the world don't stop because you having a bad day. You having a good day because you're still alive. That means it's a good day. Maybe it wasn't a great day, but it was a good day because you made it and you still alive.